chat and celebrate women generally, it being Mother's Day in the UK.
Yay.
Happy Mother's Day, Emma.
Happy Mother's Day, Lorraine. Did you get anything nice?
I treated myself to a couple of things, but
Jake
did come downstairs with this.
How is that still intact?
He brought it down about an hour ago as I was eating their breakfast.
Yeah.
The cooked breakfast I made for myself after doing the shopping, the laundry, the dishwashing and the cleaning and all the recycling.
Yeah,
while he was in bed.
Right.
Because, you know, teens. Well, he's 20 now, but that's not the point. 21 soon. But I did treat myself to these little microwave bowls. It's amazing how happy I am over something like a noodle bowl with a lid.
Too right.
That won't stink the house out, but will cook the noodles. And I can use it as well for small packets of rice and things like that. I've got a large rice cooker for the microwave, which you kind of have to wrestle in. It only just fits. And then by the time you cook the rice and the plastic's expanded, you then have a fight to get it out. But it is very good for large quantities of rice for like the dog food and things like that.
The dog food gets done in the Ninja. What I got.
If you have guests or things like that.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Do you remember them?
No, I can't remember those. Callum got me the child.
Oh,
how cute.
Grogu, baby Grogu.
I know. How lucky am I? And then let me see if I can share this with you. My daughter drew me a picture. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not inbox Hotmail. Let's have a look. Oh, do you know, I'm not very good at this. Cancel that. I'll show you it on my phone. I can't share it. I'm too technically challenged. She drew. Can you see that picture?
Can see that picture, and it's even got the Bride of Frankenstein grey bits.
I did say it needs to be a little bit more grey. You know, she's been a bit kind to me there.
I think it's lovely. It's really cute. And it's obviously you.
It's so obviously me. And I'm wearing a blue top in it as well.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed there aren't sort of ninja needles or, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Next version.
It'll be next year, yeah. So I've been spoiled. Very spoiled.
Apart from not having breakfast or lunch cooked for you. But, you know.
It's fine. Oh, we've got a few people with us today.
Who's in the house today?
Can you see?
Let me just refresh it and see if I can see anyone. Oh, Carol's in, saying happy Mother's Day. Jessie's in the house. Helen Gibson's in the house. Hello. Rita's here.
And I think clocks change across the pond last night.
Oh, did they? Do ours change next week?
I don't think it's next week. I think it might be the week after.
It's usually close to my birthday.
I'm sure it's right near the end of the month this year.
I think if my birthday's on a Sunday, it's like that morning and you just think, oh, I've got so used to light mornings and then it's going to be dark again for a month. What are you doing?
It's disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I don't see the point of it.
I don't.
Really not seeing the logic.
Oh, disappointing. Never mind.
So I have to fess up.
Go on then.
I've done no knitting. Well, possibly. The nearest I got to knitting was casting on a cuff.
Okay.
For a cardigan. It's for the wheat sheaf cardigan.
Right, okay.
And it's just kind of one of those things where I'm sort of... I started it with the blackberry yarn last week, but then I couldn't see the kit. Well, I love the yarn, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful, but it's dark. And I just can't cope with dark yarn anymore.
No. And especially at this time of the year.
Yeah, just really, really hard. So, yeah.
Have you got a beverage, you know?
Well, I've got a bucket of tea, just builder tea, nothing fancy. Jessie says that she's the the clocks did go back, and it's lucky she checked the time.
Ah, there you go. So, didn't they go forward?
Oh, I don't know. Is it forward or back?
I'm sure it's forward this time of the year.
Is it forward because we get less time in bed?
Spring forward, fall back.
Okay. Is that the way it is? I don't know. I just know that I'll have a month of dark mornings when I take Jake to work.
It is just starting to get light. When I go home, I finish, and it's starting to get light. I can just about turn my torch off.
Mm.
And by the time we get to where our clocks are changed.
Yes, see, Jessie's on the ball. She says forward. There you are.
Told you.
See, I struggle with forward, back, and left and right.
Well, you know, have you not got those?
No.
Left and up left.
I won't tell you the old joke because it's about what you have printed on your knickers. But
no, don't go there. It's probably not a good idea. Family audience. So
yeah, so Mother's Day and all that. I just thought we needed to kind of pick up the ladies today.
Too right. Too right, you do. Ravelry was broken earlier.
It was, and it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I did not do it. There is the caveat this time, but it was not me today.
Makes a change.
Well, if it happens in November or December, it could be me.
All right, yeah. But any other time?
Any other time of year, it's not. Promise.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Mostly. Was not me.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. So what's everyone been up to? Have you all had breakfast? Have you got a nice hot drink? Is it too early for a glass of vino?
I think it is definitely a bit early.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I've got a big Zoom thing going on this evening with my parents and my brother and my sister.
Oh, nice.
I've spoken to my mother-in-law this morning and I've received a photo of her. We sent her a hamper. Well, I say we sent her a hamper. My husband actually got around to it and sent her a hamper. Mm-hmm. And here is my mother-in-law enjoying her hamper.
Oh, how lovely.
I know. So I think she was quite happy with all her bickies and things. She said she's not eating anything other than cakes and sweets and she can't understand why she can't lose weight. And I said, well, if you can't eat cakes and sweets when you're in your 80s, when can you?
Well, it's a bit like my granddad at the moment. If he says he fancies venison, then
you can eat it. Yeah, too right.
No, if you want to have almond cakes for your breakfast, lunch and dinner, it's fine. You know, he's 95, 96 if he makes it to Boxing Day.
Oh, bless him. So, he deserves to eat whatever he fancies.
Well, exactly. And you think, well, just get on with it, enjoy it. I believe my auntie's husband, Jason, had been to Higginson's, which is quite a famous butcher's in Grange-over-Sands, and got him one of their pork pies. I know, not your thing, I know.
Yeah, it's not my thing, but I do see. It's one thing that I do understand. Like my husband loves a pork pie.
You get the attraction. But
I'd rather have a Scotch egg personally.
Okay.
But I do like pies in general. It's just that one.
Right, well, should we have a look at sort of what's new and what's interesting and what's in the hot right now at the minute? I thought this was an interesting one by Anchor Strick. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest.
I like it.
A little bit of lace, nice and simple. I like the big buttons, very plain. Nothing fancy, cropped length.
That is
no shaping.
Kind of a knit, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, no real shaping as such. Really simple, cute over a dress, nice with jeans, easy to dress up.
Yes.
I think when I was looking at it last night, I actually found it quite hard to see the pattern.
Right, okay.
And what one of the projects had used a yarn where it almost looked like a cable, and it's not. It's just really simple lace.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see how that would be really popular. I think for me, I want something that covers my kidneys.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be paired with something that's not a short vest that's going to expose your back, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that that would fit with my wardrobe, but I can absolutely see why it would be very popular in a wardrobe staple. This one is Jennifer's Steinglass.
Oh, I like.
Now it's 50% off today
Wow.
and tomorrow, so this weekend
Yeah.
with the code. Very pretty. I think we've looked at it before. Really simple neckline, very pretty yoke. I like the detailing on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Very easy to lengthen or shorten depending on your body type and where you like your sweaters to end. And
I
I think
like
you could play around with some short rows and lower that neck if you wanted. That would be very easy to do.
I wish that that style of jumper suited me when I see things like this, because I really do like it.
Really tempted to have a go at something sort of V-neck and just use short rows for shaping the V-neck, but anyway, very pretty. It's half price today.
Can't fall off, as my mother-in-law would say.
Yeah. The lovely Paola. Another short one.
This is
the jacket, not Paola, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she might be.
I don't know her height. I do like that. Again, that would have to go to dress for me, so that it wasn't exposing my back. But I do like it.
Beautifully styled. She's absolutely gorgeous. You can go off people, can't you? What can I say? Very pretty. Goes up to 5XL in terms of sizing. I can imagine it's styled with a dress.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. You know, when you go out in a nice strappy summer dress and then it gets cold.
So this lady's lengthened it and it still works very well.
See, that'd look good on you, that length.
Yeah, I think that length would be about where I'd want it to be, and that's Lullaby.
I think she'd made the sleeves longer as well.
Very possibly. This is a free one called Irsa.
Ooh, I like that.
Just very pretty, simple lace.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get in on the detail there. That looks like a modified drop shoulder. Do you see the seam there where it's joined in the armhole? And there? Yeah. So this is really good because you can make the top fit your shoulders. And
yeah, I like that better because like a normal drop shoulder just looks like it doesn't sit nicely.
I'll just stick that in my library while we're here because you know it's free. Okay. Let's say. I like the name of this one, Emsworth. It sounds like a Brit trying to say Hemsworth.
No. I was looking at this in Emsworth for years. It's a little village down on the south coast. And it's like, oh, I know where Emsworth is.
Well, I think it's pretty. I like it with the jacket. Love her jeans. She's always got amazing jeans, Isabel. And I like it in the lighter colour there with the darker jacket.
Yeah.
Very pretty. I think this initial 20% off until the 15th. So I think that's nice. It's quite a high neck on that one. I think for me, I would probably alter it to a V. Because there's another free one. Another modified drop shoulder, round neck this time. Pretty texture. And see where the shoulder sits very nicely there. On her shoulder line.
Right.
Because of the modified drop. So there you are.
Nice, I like it.
It's a pretty blue, isn't it? I mean, you're going to say that whatever happens, aren't you? But, you know, it is what it is.
You know.
This is Sari Nordland. I like the detailing on the cuff. And the yoke. It's a nice sort of around the house sweater for me. I think without shaping, it's not something I would want to wear for an occasion.
No.
I'd much prefer things fitted for an occasion, but it is a beautiful yoke. You can use lace or fingering held double to get kind of a DK weight gauge, or just use a DK yarn. So it is quite flexible in that respect.
Yeah, it gives you more options.
Yeah, I think one of the people who made it used one of Kate Davies' yarns in like a mustardy colour.
Oh, nice.
And that looked very pretty. I know you
Well,
like this one because it's blue and brown.
Blue and brown.
Blue and brown. And it's just big holes, as they say.
Yeah.
Big needles, very thin yarn.
And away you go.
Well, and it's easy to colour block and use up scraps and things like that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Blimey, this lady's fairly winging out the patterns this week, isn't she?
It really is, yeah.
So,
I wonder if she's been sitting on them a while and decided to chuck them out.
Another modified drop, nice bit. It looks like mosaic down at the bottom, slip stitch details. Nice collar. Be lovely to see it modelled, but I think once there's a few projects of it, we'll see a bit more.
Oh,
and another one there with a pretty sort of lace pattern. There's a close-up of the lace. Very nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so grab those while they're free. I thought this was pretty. Bandana cowl. It's another freebie.
Is it blue?
It is blue. And the little love hearts.
It's a pretty cable.
It is nice, isn't it? I like this one because it's really good for kind of challenging variegated yarns. These little bits of, I'm assuming it's star stitch or something like that, with lace and a bit of texture.
That's nice.
And I like the way this colour kind of goes with the mannequin.
Almost like she's done it on purpose.
Yeah, probably wasn't, but she obviously likes a certain palette of colours. Another anchor streak. I liked this one because it was garter and a few bobbles, and you don't have to do the bobbles.
That's fab.
And you could use a gradient set or scraps or leftovers. Looks like there's a slip stitch edge.
Right.
A 2 or 3 stitch I-cord or something like that. And then various people have done different colours, but very, very pretty, really simple.
You could go to town with the colours, couldn't you?
You could. And that's Fifi.
Fifi.
Fifi. Fifi.
Oh, Fifi.
Is that like Kafifi?
Fifi, yeah.
Yeah, Jessie says, glad to see more modified drop shoulders coming in. She does prefer to standard drop. Absolutely. And she says she likes the lengthened lullaby project. Glad to see that one. Yeah, I think for someone like me who's got a bit of a belly to cover, I don't want cropped.
No, I don't.
I want coverage.
It's my back more than my belly.
See, that's pretty.
That is nice.
Nicely draped. I'm I've never managed to style these things the way that the designers do, but I do like the way that she's worn it and done the little ties on the end. Very pretty.
Yeah.
And a really simple knit for a beginner, or just, those days where you want to knit something but you're tired and you don't want to think.
I know those days well.
Yeah, it's interesting with this one where we've got a join right down the centre.
I was going to ask you about that.
Cuff to centre.
So how is that, like a side to side or something?
Yeah, side to side construction. Works very well with the yarns, and I have to say I'm loving that photograph.
Yeah, I like that. That colour's lovely on her.
It is absolutely stunning. And the contrast with the hair.
Yeah.
Really striking photo.
I like that colour best. I think that should have been #1 photo. Yeah,
I think that one, if it weren't for the darker neckline, I think she would shrink into the background with that one. I think the grey doesn't do her any favours at all, or oatmeal or whatever it is. But lovely sweater and a fun construction if you've not tried it before.
Give it a go.
It's another Anne B. Hansen. She has some lovely ladies and baby cardigans, but just a little cutie with teddy buttons and simple textures and a bit of detailing on the cuff.
It's the
and again on the yoke.
Cardigan.
Yeah, it's a little cute one.
Oh.
Nice idea. So another Karen Oberg and another modified drop. Woohoo! So you can see there's a little bit of shaping on in there.
Yeah.
The thing to be aware of with modified drop is when you are measuring for yourself and deciding on size.
Yeah.
The shoulder to shoulder width is important, but because you're also adding to the sleeve length to fill up that gap between the shoulder seam and your underarm, you need to be careful of your eventual sleeve length. And one of the best tips I was told was to measure from sort of the centre bone at the back of your neck over the shoulder, down the arm with the elbow slightly bent into your bracelet or wherever you feel you want that sleeve to end.
Right.
And that then gives you an idea. So you take the centre neck to the edge of the shoulder measurement and deduct it from that longer measurement to get your sleeve length.
Right. I'm with you.
And that tells you how many inches you need to deduct so that you haven't got sleeves that you're dragging around the floor. Never a good look, is it? That sort of gorilla thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this always pops up in Hot Right Now, Ranunculus. Made this myself. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I personally don't like the oversized fit. I made one to fit me.
Yeah.
And I was quite glad with that, but I still had to go up to a 6mm needle even with Aran yarn.
Oh right. Oh well, it's quicker on a 6mm.
Oh, honestly, it was made in a few days.
Really?
It's a nice bit of colour blocking going on with this one.
Oh, I like
Just
that.
a basic around the house sweater, or quick trip to the shops.
A weekend one.
Yeah, and it's free.
Oh.
Lion Brand Mandala Ombre.
Can't fall off.
I like this one. This is Midori Hirose again, who did Ranunculus. And I really like the yoke on this and the striking colours.
Definitely.
Now, I love that combination, the teal and the mustard on that redhead. Beautiful. Not so much loving that grey on her. I wish Coco was. But I like that you get to kind of colour in for your colour combos. We do like a bit of lick and stick, as they used to call it. and who can resist a sweater called Twinkle, you know?
Yeah, twinkle in your eye.
Another bug.
Oh,
it's a very pretty crown as well. Very pretty. Very clever design. I do like that. And it's free for anybody that wants it at the moment. This is Thea Coleman. Peppermelon. Thea is quite short in the body. She's not a tall lady. Okay. So just be aware that anything that looks short on Thea, you may have to lengthen. You have to be aware of the underarm to hem measurement and how you want that to fit you. But her patterns are beautifully written. But she does favour this short and cropped thing. Are you barking again, Emma?
Yeah. I've just.
Oh, bless. This is another from Jessie Maid, who did all those ribbed crop tops in the summer when we were looking.
That's nice.
In between lockdown, the sort of locked.
Lockdown 1.0 and 2.0.
Yeah. Reptile Dysfunction. I love this just for the name. I'm so going to make this for Mike.
Are those geckos?
I think so. Tempted to take off the little hands and feet though and send it as a joke. But you know, little swimmers. A flamboyance of flamingos or
Wow.
flamingos. Um, Tracy did share something on Facebook earlier, and it was someone had been shopping with their mum and picked up a packet of Monge 2
Oh
and
yeah.
referred to them as man get out.
Oh, she didn't shout Monge to Rodney then.
No, so here we go. It's another Karen Oberg and another modified drop. Bit of colour blocking, bit of striping.
She's all over today, isn't she?
Isn't she just? This appears quite often in our summer selections. Anchor's summer shirt, very pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yoke, cute. There's a baby version as well if you want to do kind of a mommy and me thing. You know, assuming you like your kids, obviously.
Well, you know, sometimes I like them. I'm not particularly.
Never mind. So a pretty pair of socks, nice
like
short
that.
row heel, and they're called Walrus Kisses. I'm struggling to visualise that.
Well, you know.
But anyway. Sidelines cardigan. So this is another sideways construction. Quite a good way to use those challenging yarns.
Mm-hmm.
And again, good photography. See how much better she looks with the stronger colour.
Wish I could get away with blue hair.
I don't want blue hair.
I don't want it. I just wish I could get away with it.
I kind of like the idea of this with the long kind of front that you throw over yourself like a shawl.
But with the warmth of a cardi.
Yeah, but then there's this sort of flappy bit here that's not really draping in and doing anything, and it's not floating my boat at all. But I can absolutely see that it would be a really nice, relaxing lace knit. And it is a pretty cardigan when it's finished.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure it's for me.
Yeah.
And I probably want to add length. No, just because I always do. If you like the oversized, I made it from my granddad's duvet look, then this is another good one. It's the Kaga cardigan by Ririko. She's got some lovely designs and always beautifully styled. And I love the yellow colour. Very, very pretty.
Very nice. I just don't think I could handle all that much ribbon on the sleeves. It'd drive me insane.
Well, and it's a reversible pattern. Did you notice that? So wrong side, right side.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of thought gone into that. 4-ply yarn, relatively big needles, 3.5s. So it would be quite a quick knit given the extra fabric. Not for me, but I can absolutely see why lots of people will completely love it. Another Karen Oberg, and it's a modified drop. And I really like this stitch pattern that she's chosen because it's just fun and a bit cheeky and kind of a bit mad.
It is, yeah.
So I suggest you all go through and add them all to your library today before they all disappear. Where are we at? Where was that?
You're just round there.
Every time I go back to the page, it's refreshed and changed the order, which is interesting. So this is Side Step Cardigan by Mayu Kofi. Or Mayu.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if that's dropped stitches in between those bobbly my bobs. But it's very pretty.
Really fun, bubbly my bobs.
And it's nice on the cuff as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I love that colour. I totally want that colour.
It's nice, yeah.
Lovely drape. I like that. All right, you could add fitting in the back if you really wanted to, but I think it flows very nicely and it's a very classic design. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is totally in my wheelhouse, even though it is in fingering weight yarn. But it's 3.5 mil needles, so I would probably need a 3.75 or possibly even a 4.
Yeah. And
Depending
then
on
it's like,
how yeah, and depending on how tense I am,
love it.
because you know,
Yeah.
um, I'm assuming it's the sweater that we're looking at here and not the dungarees. Yeah.
The dog.
Well, you know, gratuitous dog photo, always good.
Yeah.
There's another one there.
Oh.
Isn't that adorable? Nice little raglan detail, nice textured sweater, lightweight, just sort of
Yeah.
3-season piece. A good wardrobe basic.
Definitely.
Life's too short to knit eggs. I'm sorry, it just is.
Mhm.
I thought this was pretty. Came out a couple of weeks ago. Chamoral shawl, and I really loved her colours. Not
Yeah.
not my palette, but absolutely really nice wheelhouse of shades.
Lovely.
And they're sort of the type of yarns that she's chosen. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I like.
Oh, look at
You
that.
say even though they're not your own colours, you can still appreciate them.
Oh, absolutely. And I love colour.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated with colour. We've already looked at humour lots of time and also at Andrea Mowry's. This is a Barocco one, Ruibus, named after the tea,
Oh,
one
really?
assumes. But yeah, I liked it. Simple, sort of sweatshirty, good basic Saturday morning cleaning the garage, or you know,
Yeah.
27 lots of laundry or whatever.
Sitting around reading a book.
Oh, Jessie says the bug hat was rather Escher-esque. Yes, very like Escher.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Bloom socks we've looked at before. That's Megan Nodecker who did the Sabino Canyon cardigan we looked at in the gift along. Temperance shawl,
Nice.
typical sort of asymmetric, bit of garter, bit of lace. Good way to use a highly variegated yarn.
Mixy matchy.
Yeah, rainbow in the sun. It's just a basic cowl, isn't it? Or headband, actually. But yeah, nice shape, good use of colour, pretty textured buttons and coloured buttons, and just, yeah, fun.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I thought this was pretty. I like the lace, like the lace, like the squishy garter, and I love the different colours that have been used. Now that's far too bright for me, but for my friend Kim, she'd love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's more your
I like
palette.
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then the three
Oh,
together.
different sizes.
Yeah, so plenty to choose from. Universal Yarn. I think we've looked at this one before, Magnolia Bloom by Camilla Vlad. It's a bit baggy in the back for me. I don't think that fit is good.
Okay.
I don't think that
Nice.
fit is good at all. It's
I like
bunching
the
in the back when she stands up straight. So whether it needs more blocking or whether that's just the wrong size for her, or I don't know. But no, I don't like my sweaters bunching in the back because it looks like you've got a hump.
Which might come to us eventually, but we don't want it just yet.
Not just yet. A few weeks.
Exactly.
The Gandala cardigan, I'm not sure where that name comes from. It's Rowan Kidsock Hayes. So it's 2 strands of lace held together, nice and squishy, very light. I don't know how they managed to knit it in that very dark colour, but really pretty.
The daylight lamp.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Chris Crafter, so it's interesting to see this sneak into hot right now, given that it's quite an old pattern. So whether there's a knit along going on somewhere, I don't know, but I like the colour blocking and the simplicity, and that people have had fun with it.
I love to see what people do with a pattern.
Yeah, in the wild, they can come up with all sorts, can't they? This is one of Isabel Kramer's newest. It's her second but one release. Emsworth is the one that came out
Oh,
this week. And then you can see it with longer sleeves and shorter sleeves together. Another nice yoke, very similar to kind of humour in fit.
yeah.
I may make it at some point. I thought this was
I think you
pretty.
probably will.
I'm not sure about the yoke.
I
It
like
feels
it.
a bit heavy to me.
Yeah, I think possibly just one row rather than the double up, maybe.
I don't know. It feels a bit heavy to me. We'll see what everyone else has got to say. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's just a bit overwhelming. It's just a cabled headband. Nothing fancy or difficult. Just a bit of fun. Nice for
Always
this time of year when you... Well, you don't always want a hat, do you? But you do want a little bit of something to stop your ears from freezing.
Or keep your hair from blowing all over your face.
This would make me shudder and cry. It's beautiful. I think the colours are really lovely. I think the model is dreamy gorgeous. How stunning is she? But the thought of intarsia just makes me shudder and cry.
Do it.
No, I don't. This is a free one. Sweet little scarflet from Amber O'Brien. Honestly, super simple. Really, really easy. And look, somebody's added a bit of fun colour work. Someone's added a sort of brooch embellishment. So yeah, really simple kind of ascot type scarf. This is more sort of Mondrian than Escher. Not my thing, but I think someone who's a bold kind of winter type would love that strong colour blocking.
Yeah.
This reminds me a bit of the pleating in the tea leaves cardigan. It is pretty. However, what I'm going to say now is you need to be very aware of where that's going to fall on your boobage.
Could cause an issue, couldn't it?
Yes. So just be aware and do some measuring and do a swatch. Because otherwise you're going to be so disappointed if all of that gatheringness flops right on the place you don't want it to.
Love it.
I just show this because of the colours. Absolutely stunning blues and that mustardy gold. And how gorgeous is Andrew Mowry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
No, I'm just silently hating her for it. No, I'm not really. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can really go off some people. She's so beautiful. And I think having a photographer husband who and understanding what colours look good on you, I think the combination of the two of them together, it just makes her marketing unbeatable. Because
I'm just crying in the corner.
Well, and inspiration as well. There's lots to learn from it, let's be honest. Humorless, we've looked at this before. I love this lady's version.
Not humorless, as in you've got no humour.
Humorless.
Yeah. Is that like cumulus?
Kinda.
Right.
Yeah, kinda. Oh, Jessie says she'd be ruching moving the ruching higher on hers as well for that very reason.
Definitely.
And on that heavy yoke that we looked at earlier, she thinks maybe if the colours were inverted and it was light on dark rather than dark on light, that was this Sedania sweater. Yeah, good observation there.
That's good. Yeah, it probably worked better like that.
I picked this one because the colours appealed to me, and that subtle gradient journey that it's gone on, and that photograph.
That's amazing.
absolutely stunning. It's just a plain kind of double knit scarf. It doesn't get much easier once you've mastered the double knitting bit.
Yeah.
Exceptionally clever. Really, really simple. We looked at Caitlin Hunter's last week.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Did we look at this one?
I don't think so.
This is Georgie's lightweight hipster shawl.
It's nice.
It's lots of those kind of crossover stitches.
Yeah.
Where you've got elongated and then swapped over. Really pretty, like the edging, fun. It would cope with a very highly variegated yarn. It would break it up enough because of the cross stitches and things like that are going on. What's it say? 50% off if you've purchased the other pattern, so the regular hipster. But that would be a nice one for summer, I think. Anyway, I don't generally do boat necks.
No.
But I like the lace on that one.
Person, that's lovely. That would annoy me. I'd be trying to pull it all the time.
The problem with a boat neck for us is the boobage. They're really good if you look like Audrey Hepburn. And we looked at this last week. Do you remember, with that lovely edging?
Oh, we did.
Very simple. Here we go. We looked at this before as well. I like that we've got cables and lace and colour work, and then a lacy texture pattern further down. There's a lot going on in that sweater, even though it seems quite simple. And I thought this was interesting, with the detail on the shoulder.
Oh yeah,
Drop shoulder again.
Fine.
Yeah, just simple stockinette 2x2 rib edgings, but nice detail, and it brings the eye up to your face and not to your bosom or your belly or your hips.
Mm-hmm.
It brings everybody's gaze where you want it to be. Unless you look like a bulldog chewing a wasp, obviously.
Which I do sometimes.
I have me moments. I thought this was pretty. I like the cable on the sleeve. It's a bit oversized for me.
Yeah.
But for a round the house kind of look, I can see why it will be really popular.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd show that, yeah.
Slouch around the house again, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Jessie says she can't wear a boat neck or even a crew because I can't stand anything touching my throat, but I do admire a boat neck on other people. I don't like anything near my throat, unless perhaps it's Henry Cavill.
Well, yeah. I don't mind a scarf that I can take.
Yeah.
And I can't take it off. It's really annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's just knowing that you can remove it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of have to look at this. It's a little baby romper. I mean, isn't that cute?
They are gorgeous. I love the rompers. They're everywhere at the moment.
I think for me, though, one side of that would have to be snaps, because the thought of undoing every flaming thing and fastening them all again, and I'd lose that centre bit, you know, in a changing room somewhere.
I wouldn't undo them.
If it's not attached, it would be lost. That's just how it is in our house.
Just leave it on there.
Lots of sort of colourwork yokes. I really do not. I love Vera Valimaki and Joji when they do their inspirations. Is it collections together?
All right. I don't know.
They do one every year.
Right.
And I wasn't sure about this. It's the sort of placement of the bobbles on the back, and it's quite a loose back. They look like sort of wandering nipples. And no.
Well, Well, at least they're high up on the front. It could have
Well,
been
they are.
yeah.
They're not going to be anywhere that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I do think people are not going to be able to resist handling them as you wander past.
Have a little flick.
Yeah, or a twist, or yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's the combination of a very high neck and the design. I don't know. I generally love their stuff, and I've got loads of their patterns. So it's it's not a reflection of their work at all. I think it's just that particular one isn't for me.
Yeah.
Thought this was pretty. Milky white cable scarf.
Oh, it's nice.
Kind of cute. And there it is in pink.
The old Ascot style again, isn't it?
Yeah, and a blue one.
Blue.
It's kind of a bit snaky there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just tempted to put like a little woolen tongue on there.
A couple of
little
eyes.
Fork tongue.
You know, like the little bubbly eyes that move around.
Oh, absolutely.
We are wicked.
I thought this was a cute hat. Isolde.
Oh, that's nice.
Very, very simple. Really plain. Nice jewel tone.
Lovely colour.
A good wardrobe basic. Pick a colour that goes with your best coat. Or your jeans that you're going to wear it with. I thought this was pretty. I like the name Enola.
Oh,
I'm wondering if that's Enola Holmes.
Yeah.
And I like the different versions that people have done. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go for the mustard, aren't I? But the rusty red.
Oh, I like that colour.
That's lovely. And I even like this sort of salmony pink.
Yes.
Really, really cute. That's in English and French.
Ooh.
I would probably want a bit of waist shaping in it, or make it with negative ease in the body and a bit of touch of ease at the hips.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking for things that we've not looked at before.
Oh, angry cat labby. What's that?
Look at that face. That looks like I did that face.
That is brilliant.
That is verging on murdery, isn't it?
Yeah. He's definitely an angry cat.
Just look at.
I love him.
I love the little plaited tassels and the detail on the outfit. It's way cute.
I just want to know what made him so angry. Don't you want to know the backstory?
It may be down here in the romance.
I don't think
no,
it is.
There's nothing about why he's such an angry cat. There are some other patterns though. Let's have a look at My Cowboy.
Oh, I like that. He looks a bit like is it a Moomin or something? The children's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of got that vibe, hasn't it? So yeah, it's unusual for us to stop for something like that, but yeah, really fun.
Love him.
I picked this one just because of the bright colours and the contrast. But it's a really simple lace. There's nothing difficult there. It would be a nice lacy sort of starter for a beginner and someone who's maybe not got masses of yarn and could just use a ball of each colour.
Yeah.
From whatever's been donated by whoever taught them to knit. I think it's got potential. We've looked at Busquet before, that wonderful shawl. Looked at socks. What else have we got? Oh, I thought this was interesting. Pull a mousse.
Oh, wow.
To look like bubbles.
It needs to be a bit longer, I think. She's pulling it down.
Yes. Yeah.
But I love
and I think as well with a yoke sweater, what people forget is if you have the yoke, the underarm in close, and you then lift your arms, you've not allowed any length for that movement of your arms. Whereas if the armholes are slightly lower down and you start moving your arms around, they've got room to move without dragging your jumper up. And you know that these are going to be intarsia or duplicate duplicate stitch, so I'm not making it, but I did think it was really cute and a lovely idea, and I like the way that it's got this sort of kettle dye and
Yeah, I
moving
love
from one shade to
fun.
another. And her patterns are always ridiculously clever. And you kind of look at the construction and think, how on earth did she come up with that? We've looked at summer sorrel before.
Okay.
In a number of colours. Remember Dr. Sabrina, the curvy lady who made a beautiful one of these.
Oh, that's
so I thought it was worth revisiting. And look, how gorgeous does she look in that? And I love that on a curvy lady. Again, need to be mindful of, there's a lot of thought gone into where those big stitches end, is what I'm saying. For your boobage. Nobody's got the, oh, there we go. And there's one where it's sort of on the nipple line. I'd have done an extra row of pattern to bring it down a bit. So try on, measure, swatch, and be aware of where things are going to end. I thought these were fun. Sort of, they feel a bit tigerish.
Rah.
Yeah. Cute, little bit of lace going on, so there's interest on the front and nice easy stockinette on the back.
Fab.
Yeah, a bit to make you giggle. Yet more yolks.
Poppy.
I really liked the contrast of the colours. I like the aqua with the sort of goldy colour and the
she looks
slightly warm brown. She does. And I like it in this colourway. I mean, she does look like she's been made to sit down and is just thinking, you're dead.
She's on the naughty step.
Or on a commode. I do not know. But yeah, it's got that kind of thing going on where someone is seriously not happy there.
Love it.
Yeah, those models were not having the best of days, were they? Bless them.
Didn't appear to be. Oh, I like Magnolia.
That's a very popular pattern.
That's lovely.
Let's have a look. It's a yoke.
Yeah, but it doesn't like show. Do you know what I mean?
It's not. Yes, it's not a patterned yoke, and that's the difference.
Yeah. I think I could get away with that.
And you've got the longer sleeve option or the shorter sleeve option, which I like. I think the t-shirt one would look good on you.
Yeah, I think me for sort of like spring into summer.
Yeah, similar fit to.
I would make the neck lower.
The Alicia's one that you did. What was it called?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Very simple sideways knit. Rectangular with a tiny bit of shaping for the neck. Nothing outstanding or difficult there. Good colour changes. You could have a lot of fun and stash bust with that one for a summery top. What else have we got? I always like to mention Jacqueline because she goes seriously into the plus size, and there's lots of information in her patterns about boobage and cup shaping.
Right.
And I like the way that that's styled. On a larger lady, I think that's really well styled and it's flattering. And when I look at that with the dress or with the trousers, it makes me think, yeah, I can wear that.
And the pattern where the ribbon bit gets bigger in the middle is very.
It is. She's got a really good eye, and it's for any curvier girls out there, do have a look at her patterns. I can't go past Stephen West. It's just not possible.
Oh, he's just amazing, isn't he?
He's just a crazed genius. I sent him an email once to compliment him on a pattern. I can't even remember which one, and got into a really lengthy discourse with him. Rav messages backwards and forwards, and he is just so amazed at the response to his work. And I was saying, but yeah, look at the photography and the styling and the colours that you come up with are absolutely astounding. It's madder than a box of frogs, and he thought that was hilarious.
But that second photo of him, I love it. I just want to join in.
Yeah, isn't
And
it?
look at him. You just want to be there with him in the room, don't you?
Absolutely. And look at that one with all the house plants and stuff and
You
the
know
leopard pants.
when they you could have famous people living or dead at a dinner party, he's got to be on your list, hasn't he?
Oh, God, yeah. He could probably cook as well. Or at least know where to get the best takeout. I don't know.
I think he'd bring good wine as well.
I think for a good basic sort of drop shoulder kind of tee, if that's...
Oh, I like that.
Oh, actually, this is a raglan, isn't it? Oh, it looked like a drop shoulder initially, but no, it's a raglan. Good. That's even better. I like the shoulder line on that one. But yeah, very nice, lightweight tee. Good use of texture. Bit of a halo on one of the yarns.
Yeah.
That's called the rocket tee. I'm not sure I'd rock it, but, you know, I'd wear it. Yeah, anchor sweater. So we looked at the t-shirt version of that earlier with the lady on the beach with the bee girl. Yeah. So Aldous, one of Isabel Kramer's. What else have we got that's interesting? Hyacinth. I don't know what to say about this. Wow.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of think, wow, and then part of you is going, why? Astounding. Yeah. What an amazing piece of art. Why?
Honestly, brilliant. Why not?
Yeah, utterly lovely and fabulous. And there we are. It's disappeared again.
It's hiding now.
It's the problem with hot right now.
Well, yeah, because every time you look at one, you've made it more popular, so you're making it move up.
Well, I am a trendsetter. What can I say?
What does the fox say?
Oh, I can't remember. Emma did this with me the other week because she is evil. Alexa, what does the fox say?
Hey, hey, honey.
Did you hear that?
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, how sad are we? I'm not saying we've got too much time on our hands, but we've got too much time on our hands. Just really cute. Baby fox or wolf. You can make it in silver or a rusty colour for a foxy. Foxy. Yeah. It's like way cute, isn't it? I'm going to pick on this one. Look at that face. Does she look like someone's just taken her ice cream?
Every parent knows that look. That look is going to go either way right now. She's either going to laugh or she's going to...
And this little lady is going to be a heartbreaker. Look at how utterly beautiful she is. She's just gorgeous. And look at that photo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say she's not rocking the black. It's too dark for her.
Yeah.
It's far too dark and far too strong. A navy might have been better or a warmer colour. But yeah.
I love that one.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, kids, innit? Look at that face.
No, put that back there. She's going, her brother just farted, didn't he?
Yeah. And yeah, look at that one. Utterly adorable. Really, really cute.
With the most amazing facial expressions. I love them.
Maybe we should do a whole baby one day. But look at that. That little cherub. And again there.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I was broody for about a nanosecond and then I woke up and remembered just how much hard work it was. Tracy's in the house. Hello, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Ruth says hyacinths stink. Yeah, I absolutely hate them.
My nan used to love them and I never understood why.
I do not know. Maybe it's from the days with an outside toilet where you just needed it to distract you from the plumbing. This is another one of Thea Coleman's, another drop shoulder, another fairly cropped cardigan. But look at those luscious cables.
It definitely seems to be the thing, doesn't it? Drops.
Yeah. Not for me. And not for Karen either, because she's just rocking those modified drops today.
Oh, yes.
This is Alicia's latest, CQ.
Oh, I've seen that on Instagram.
Very pretty. Beautiful
Another
colours.
one who's lucky to have a good photographer in her life.
Yeah, and I like that this sort of rusty colour is matching her hair at the moment. Nicely styled, camel kind of top, and yeah.
What I love about her is that she's so natural.
Yeah, and down to earth and approachable and all of those things. Yeah, really sweet. I'm not sure about this one. The pockets. Yeah, I like the pockets. I'm not sure that I want to draw attention to anything near my hips. That's my only reservation with it. I think the fact that it's sort of a dress I could wear over jeans.
Yeah.
I like. And I like the sleeves, and I like the yoke, and I love the colours, and I think it's great fun. But I'm really not sure about the pockets. I like the shorter version as well. But again, yeah, I would want those pockets to be invisible.
Right. Like a pocket.
We love our pockets, but you know, being women, we're just up to sedition all the time, aren't we? Handing out leaflets for the vote and all that.
Exactly.
Another Amber O'Brien, lovely variegation. Nice way to use up scraps, self-stripers and so on. And a pretty little band there for fastening it in different ways. Just, you know, a bit different.
It's gorgeous. I nearly bought that one the other day.
If you haven't got the real thing, you can knit your own mouse.
Wow.
Chain. Isn't he cute?
He's a cutesy one. Look at him. He's been making a right mess.
More of a monkey than a mouse.
Little monkey.
Yeah.
Bunnies.
Floppy-eared bunny.
With his name on his foot.
Do you know, I really probably need a coffee because I read that name as Percy Filth, and that's rather than Percival Pal. Yeah, I just don't know what to say there.
There are no words.
Bit of a Freudian slip, that one, Percy Filth.
Yeah.
What a cute little bunny, though.
What have you been thinking about to get that one on your mind?
Well, I've been reading.
Oh, well, we don't need any more information than that. Then we know exactly what's going on, don't we?
Well, I have to live vicariously. I can't get it in the real world, can I?
Oh, I like those.
Aren't they fun?
Those are amazing. Do you reckon she starts with the heel?
Don't know, but hasn't she got long feet?
I think that's a he then, maybe.
Or is that inappropriate to say? I don't know. It's probably not to say. But wow, they're like canoes.
Don't disparage the feet.
And it says for Birgit Grunwald, North Face socks. Really fun, really cute. Initially, when I looked at it, I thought, oh, bit of lace. And it's not. It's colourwork.
No.
So it just shows that when you're looking for something, you don't always see what you think you're seeing. I thought this was cute. Another little yoke. Yeah, Sean. Bit of colourwork. Bit of textured colourwork. Slip stitches and the like. Very pretty.
Beautiful.
Be nice with the self-striper. I thought this one was good. We looked at this the other week, I think.
Sade.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's said in another way in Finnish, because Sari's from Finland, so I don't know. I would say Sade, because obviously I know of the singer.
Sade, yeah.
Your Love is King. It's another very pretty cables and lots of nipples.
How many nipples can you get on one jumper?
Yeah, I think that'd drive me a bit nuts, to be honest. I would do them within the cable pattern and then just be forgetting them.
Unbearable hat. I love it.
Yeah, I have days like that, and I just think it sums it up.
Definitely.
I think that's really, really sweet.
Is two bubbles on. I like that.
Ears. Little ears. Honestly, it's just so cute. And that's by Les Garçons, it says.
Ah, the boys, les
The
garçons.
boys. The boys. What else? I'm trying to pick things we haven't looked at before. So if I look like I'm skipping large things out, it's because I totally am.
Yeah, and
Um,
we don't care.
I am not a socky person, but I quite like the pleaty thing that's going on. The ruching or
I love
whatever
them,
in
so.
those sockies. I think they're cute and they're fun. And
They're fun and they're
I
cute.
wouldn't want them in my picnic, but I could wear it
Well, no.
on a picnic.
Or just to take with you in case your feet get cold while you're eating your
And I'm
picnic.
wearing my campsite cardigan at the moment.
Ah, so you need some campsite socks.
Is there a pattern for campsite socks?
No, I was just saying you need some.
Oh, okay. It's another sari. I don't think. Did we look at this? Bit of a crop thing going on. Nice yoke detail. Drop shoulder again.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would have been putting some fabric or ribbon on the inside of those button bands for the gaping.
Yeah.
Or a bit more blocking. Summer Sorrel we've looked at before. This is beautiful. I think we have some favourite projects in here.
We do.
Yeah. Fabulous use of colour.
I think that was one of the first ones we looked at last year, actually, wasn't it?
Probably was quite early on our list. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend that as a pattern. Very, very good. What else? I've got this pattern. Someone gifted it to me, a friend called Susanna, a German friend of mine. I love it. I think it's an amazing idea. I want someone to make one for me because I do not have the mental stamina to make all those hexy bobs.
It's not just making
sock yarn.
It's not just making them; it's stuffing them and everything as well. I think I could make them flat, if you know what I mean, but not quilted like that.
Yeah, well, and putting them all together and without killing people. Yeah. Love it, but life is too short. I think if someone did me in sort of beachy colours, to look like pebbles and sand, and if anybody's got nothing better to do, feel free to do that.
Well, I'm sure nobody.
Yeah, no knitter worth their salt would take up that challenge. I like the texture on this. I think this is fun. Gorgeous. I like that you could dress it up or down because it's a good classic knit and it looks nice with a nice handbag. And you could wear it with jeans, but it would look easily as good with, some camel trousers or something for that sort of lean column look. I think that's really cute. Yeah, quite slender. I suppose with the Jane Austen dress. I'm assuming that you add a little skirty bit underneath the knitting, and that's where that's coming from for the Empire line. It is cute. I don't do this sewingy thing, so that's not happening in my house, and we have no baby girls here
yet.
Not for some time. My child is too young for that nonsense.
Oh yes. Another bunny.
A brown bunny.
Oh, he's a cutie.
Another little pom-pom tail. Isn't he cute? See whether he's on the page when we get back. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty. No, I thought I really liked the stitches on the front of this. Very clever.
Wasn't that the name of a TV soap opera? I like those sleeves.
Crossroads, all one word, used to be on ITV. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I remember Crossroads. Yeah, and he liked Miss Diane. I like Miss Diane, I do. Poor old Benny. Yeah, you couldn't have a character like that who was sort of on the spectrum of learning difficulties now and have it played in that way. It just wouldn't be done. And I think the hotel owner's son was in a wheelchair, which was kind of revolutionary for the 70s. Another Sawyer, this one's called Surrey Lund.
Surrey Lund?
Yeah.
Oh, it's blue.
Surrey Nordland. So, yeah, it's very pretty, different ways to wear it. For me, I would want mine longer, but, you know, I never make anything the way it's supposed to be made, do I? Let's be honest.
You don't. I think I might be the only person in the world that doesn't understand why you would wear a pair of shorts with a jumper.
Helen says, am I the only person who didn't see the bears on the hat at the first glance? I didn't initially. I saw the name and then looked for the bears, Helen. So I don't know what that says about us. Ruth says she's made the beekeeper's quilt and just finished it after 8 years, and it's 25 inch by 25 inch. Ruth, we are not worthy to even speak in your presence.
Well, she's obviously ready to start another one for you, Lorraine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've freed your needles now, Ruth. So, yeah. Well volunteered.
Yeah, see? I'm good at that.
Now, this from a distance looked like footballs to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a modular piece.
So it's
and
got
then we've got
chevrons and squares.
Yeah, clever.
It's very clever.
And a good stash buster.
Yeah.
And you could have a lot of fun with it, you know, like college colours and things like that for someone who's going away to uni or whatnot. No mourners, no funerals.
All right.
I'm not sure what that's about, or the need to carry a musket.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Different, eye-catching. I don't know that I need knives on my clothing, but, you know, if I ever do...
You know where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be totes my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hashtag baffled. Anyway. So I think we've probably gone over time now.
We have.
Kind of got carried away with ourselves, but, you know, lots of marvellous ladies that we've looked at today.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't that fun? Really, really simple, great fun, lovely stash buster, clever little construction, as you would expect from Martina. Her work is fabulous.
Yeah.
So what do we think of all of those guys? Ruth is obviously casting on for my beekeeper's blanket. She said that was the goal. Tan and blue, you said, in about 8 years. Yeah. Be sending you all my sock yarn scraps.
Yeah, did you want any donations for this?
Goodness, yeah. I think I'd have to send my firstborn for that one.
Yeah. I think it's a fair swap, actually, and I think Jake.
He's very handsome.
Yeah,
very handsome. If I say so myself.
I think it would be fine. He would be fine with the swap.
Yeah, Rosie, perhaps not.
Well,
but you know, you can't please everyone, so just don't try. It's kind of my motto with it. We would love if you could show us your beekeeper's quilt sometime, Ruth. If you'd like to join us next week and come on and chat about some of your designs, you're very welcome.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be nice. So have a think about that. We can send you the link to pop on screen with us, and we can just hover in the background and be crude and silly, because that's what we're good at.
Which one's which? Which one of us is crude and which one of us is silly?
Oh, you're definitely silly. I'm crude.
Is that like our new like Ant and Dec?
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So what are you having for your dinner then? You said you got your dinner ready to go when we finish.
Yeah, everything is ready. I got a salmon en croûte when I was in Aldi, and it's got a dill sauce on top of the layer of salmon, and then in this nice sort of pastry crust.
Sounds nice.
Jake really likes it, and it's one of my favourites. And it's one of those sort of slam in the oven things, and just do twisty chicken, which is our little timer
Oh
chicken
yeah.
where you turn its head to the left or the right.
Cool.
So yeah, twisty chicken does all the work. I just have to remember to listen out for it when it goes off. I'm not always quite good at that. I did manage to cremate the sausages earlier.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Naughty.
Jake ate them anyway.
Do you know it's young men, isn't it? I'll let the dog back in now.
Yeah, for sure.
Complain.
Sure. So yeah, Ruth, we'd love to see your blanket next week, and if you feel like joining us online, please let me know. Just send me a PM.
That would be fab.
We'll sort out the linky dinks and all of that good stuff if it's convenient.
Linky woo woos.
Yeah, linky woo woos. And the end of the month, we are starting Cowlabunga, so we'll be putting some content out about that. So have a think about your cowls and what you're going to make. We're trying to get ahead with our gifting, aren't we?
Oh god.
So that when it comes to the gift along later in the year, we've got empty needles, we can make stuff for ourselves.
Yay! There is a method in our madness.
Well, I'd like to have a plan, and it is the well, I do knit other designers' patterns all year round. I would be a liar if I said I didn't. I've always got something on the needles by somebody else, and I did dig out some yarn I'm going to cast on for Arella Seaton's Linu Tea that we looked at a couple of weeks ago.
She's got some fab patterns.
Honestly, and so well written.
Yeah.
For anybody that's new to mosaic, it's extremely well explained. And if you just find a chart online or something like that, it's not always obvious what you've got to do, and Arella sort of explains it all.
I mean, charts are one thing, but patterns are something completely different, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Well, they are. And it's really clear that you've got to do kind of 2 passes with your colour and then 2 passes with the next colour. And, where you slip, where you knit or whatever. Yeah. It's just exceptionally well explained. So, yeah, I think it works really well. I'd sort of looked at doing charts for mosaic and was thinking, oh, God, do I have to do the right side and the wrong side rows? And do you have to do this? And actually you don't. As long as you explain it properly, it's fine. And I found it quite easy to follow the charts.
Oh, that's good then. I haven't done any mosaic yet.
So you have a test knit?
I have a test knit, yes, for a shawl. My flick of the wrist. I'm doing a second one at the minute. I'm just casting off, actually. Look at this. Look, cast that much off.
Oh, well done.
So if anybody's interested, just send me a message, PM or something. But it is really, really simple. It is just bits of garter stitch with a little bit of lace and more garter stitch. So simple as. You can sit and watch the telly while you do it.
Yeah, well, that tends to be the kind of knitting that motivates me. Otherwise, I've got to set time for it during the day with the telly off and an empty house.
Which can be more difficult than you think, especially if you're watching a series. It's difficult to turn the telly off, isn't it? You like?
Yeah, I kind of got a new crush.
Oh no, who?
Well, I started watching Sons of Anarchy today, and I've kind of got a thing for Charlie Hunnam, which is unusual because I do not generally like blondes.
Oh, right, okay. I haven't seen it.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth, nice, but and he's a Geordie. I obviously have a type.
Okay. Well, I'm just finishing off the last series of Marcello at the moment.
Oh, is it good?
I really, really loved series 1 and series 2, and then series 3. It took me a while to get into it. I will admit, because it was completely different. When you get these ones where the characters have their story going through the series, but it's a new case for each series. So it is new, but there's still something familiar about it. This series, she's completely gone undercover, and so there's nothing familiar about it. And it did take me a couple. Oh, shut up, Siri. Took me a couple of episodes to get into it, but now I'm really, really into it. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that's interesting. Has anybody else watched is it Marcella? Marcella. Oh, Helen says that sausages should be cremated.
Yeah.
I do like mine properly cooked. I do not like a sausage that looks like, pink. No. I like my sausages browned and caramelized, because that's just how they're meant to be, I think.
I'm trying very hard here.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Honestly.
Talking about pink sausages and things. Stop.
Which one of us is crude?
Yeah.
I might be the one that when my ex-husband proposed and got down on one knee, I may have flippantly said, "Well, you're down there." Yeah, he didn't know. But
you should have known right then, shouldn't you? Really?
I obviously wanted him to polish my shoes.
Well, what else were you
while he was down there? Yeah, because it couldn't be anything else.
I can't understand what else it might have been. Did your shoelace come undone or something? I mean, come on.
Or it might have been the lint on my work trousers or something like that.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Jessie says, I've seen the first couple of Marcella and enjoyed that, but haven't gotten into the next one yet. I may have to persevere if it gets better once it gets going.
Yeah.
I mean, it did tell you kind of at the end of the second series, didn't it, that she was going to be undercover and it was going to be very different. But I have to admit that I find it really hard to like Marcella at all. There isn't a lot of redeeming features about the character.
Not at all. And I think, but that's the point, isn't it? She is. Yeah. She's batch crazy. She really is, but not in a way that you can empathize with her.
No, it's really hard because she just refuses every offer of help, and as if there's no point to it, and she won't help herself. And I think that's what I find difficult, because most people I know do try and help themselves when they're in a problem. That said, it was a good series. It was well written and extremely well acted. And Anna Friel is always good in anything she does.
She's really well acted again. Honestly, it's really, really good. And she's getting darker and it's getting crazier. But it was just the fact that there was nothing familiar in series 3 that made it hard to get into. It is. Yeah. Once you get to know the characters, because you have to get to know everybody, it's almost like something completely new. But it is hard,
because the first few episodes are about introducing the characters and the backstory, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's a bit like cramming for an exam, not knowing what your subject is.
Exactly.
All of a sudden got to catch up and think, oh.
But no, I really enjoyed it. And then when I finished that, I'm not quite sure, when does the next series I've forgotten finish? Is that round about Easter time?
I think so. That's definitely my next big kind of watch.
Yeah.
Jessie says she's a very difficult character, but interesting. And the third series is starting slow so far, but I may give it another try. I think it's worth it, Jessie, because if you get that far, I mean, Helen will tell you that she talked me into persevering with Dark on Netflix.
Right.
And I watched the first few episodes and I had no clue what was going on. I was utterly baffled. And then Helen explained the kind of obvious thing that actually there was time travel involved, and some bits were forward and some bits are now and some bits are back. And you have to be aware. But by series 2 or 3, they were actually telling you 1961, 1983. And it was much easier because I was like, oh, okay then. I know where I'm at now. You
obviously weren't the only one that struggled with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was very well acted. It was a very strong cast, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it did take me a while to figure it out. My head was just all over the place.
But I was a bit like that with The Witcher.
Were you? Yeah, because that yeah.
At first, and I got confused where I thought two of the characters were the same person in different timelines, and they weren't. They were two completely different characters.
Right. Yeah.
So that didn't help.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna go and finish Marcella hopefully tonight or maybe tomorrow. Back to
Jessie says she enjoyed Dark. It was excellent, but there was a lot to keep track of. Yeah, and initially I was clueless. It was only Helen's genius where she explained it to me. Otherwise, I'd have still been flapping around with it.
You probably would have given up.
Well, I did for quite a while.
Yeah.
And Tanya and Helen and a couple of other people, I think Alison maybe, kept saying how excellent it was.
Oh,
they were really looking forward to series 3, and I'm thinking, God, I haven't even got through series 1 yet. I really need to make an effort here, because, you know, the people that I respect their judgment, and they're saying that it's really good. What am I missing? And it was only when I mentioned it on a live, and Helen went, "Oh, it's several time zones. That's the thing. You know, you're going back to the 20s or pre-war or whatever, and then you're going into the future, and then you're coming to now, and then you're going back to the 80s. And right now, I know. I should have guessed with the outfits, but
sometimes it's just a little bit too subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, it took Jessie some episodes before she figured out that there were several timelines going on at once in The Witcher. I think the problem with The Witcher is they were working in the first book and trying to pull in other elements from different stories, so they got the main characters all in the first series.
Mm-hmm.
To try and get that sort of story arc going. And I think once you understand that, it works. Yeah. And of course, The Witcher himself.
Oh, well, you can't beat The Witcher himself, can you?
No.
And I've still got some of his books to read. I need to do better.
I've got the Audible ones for one of them, but I don't like the voice of the guy who's reading them. It's okay. And I don't like men trying to do like lady voices. And just read it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to go to a computer voice to not have that acty thing that they try and do.
Well, they're trying to do it as, you know, more of a profession, aren't they? Whereas before it would be an actor would come along and read it, but it's a career in itself now, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think there's a couple of ladies that I've heard that have done all the different voices well. But other than that, please just read it.
I did have to laugh. One of the sort of bodice rippers that I read the other week, a contemporary one, I might add.
Yeah.
In one of the early books, there's a character called Kian who's trying to get on with this particular young lady, and she takes him to meet her 3 aunties in a nursing home that she visits, and they're like the 3 witches in Macbeth in a way.
Yeah.
And they're obviously trying to suss him out. And they insist that he reads to them the book that Sissy has been reading to them.
Okay.
And it's a bodice ripper romance, and she's right on the sex chapters. And this young man who's totally got the horn for this young woman has got to read this sexy story in front of these 3 old biddies in a nursing home. And I thought that was hilarious because they're describing his discomfort and her blushing, and she doesn't know where to look, but she knows exactly where to look. And this is going on, and I thought that was a really fun way to look at it, the situations we kind of get ourselves into.
Yeah,
it did tickle me. That's Children of the Gods, I think, that particular series, if anybody's interested in a bit of lightweight dalliance.
Oh, you can't beat it, can you? So
Jessie says it works better when a male voice softens the voice subtly. Well, exactly, but this particular guy tries to do kind of the I'm free sort of thing.
Lady. I do lady things.
Yeah, it's not floating my boat anyway. Bless him. I'm sure he's doing a good job of other things though.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well,
right, time for dinner.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got leftovers. I cooked a roast earlier, didn't I? So
Oh,
I've
nice.
got leftover roast gammon in a sandwich.
Awesome.
Sounds
Well, that'd
tasty.
be really good.
Yeah,
Super duper.
with some Branston pickle.
Oh, okay.
I like
Yeah.
Branston pickle.
You can have all mine.
That's good. That's good. I'll let you have my cheese.
Yeah, awesome. That works for me. Right, you're going to sing us out.
Okay, what am I singing? Any requests?
Well, it is Mother's Day.
I can't think of a song for Mother's Day.
What about Helen Reddy's I Am Woman? You could do that. You could count down to that.
Can I? I don't know that one.
Well, don't you know that one?
No.
You missed the 70s, didn't you?
I really did miss the 70s. 80s I can do. I could do We Are Family.
Okay, that one then.
Is that
Pointer
close
Sisters.
enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Okay. La, 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 la.
Right, are you counting us down?
5, 4,